Hello. We were not unmuted yet, but we are now. I was just getting some things set up. And now we are unmuted, y'all. You can say hello. Trying to get the music playing beforehand, but
Hello.
people thought we were muted.
What's up?
Unfortunately, the icons will still light up. All right. Alrighty. Gamers. Ket is not gonna be here tonight. He is at a concert.
Oh.
Yep. I forgot, and when I checked with him yesterday, I didn't realize, because he just said, oh yeah, see you tomorrow. But it happens. First things first. Vel, what happened last session?
People, things, talking.
More in depth.
You put me on the spot. I don't know.
It's your turn to recap.
Why? No, don't do this to me.
I'm doing it now. This is now law, as I will do that, and if you guys do good, you'll get inspiration.
It's on the
I don't
test.
do-
It's on the test.
I didn't study for this.
Poor Shane. Can't even remember what happened.
I can't remember what I did today, let alone.
Go for it, Blake. What
Go,
happened?
Blake, go.
Here's what happened. We said hi, went the ship, went the crew. Cool peeps. Saw the ship. It was cool.
Mhm.
Got attacked by fucking space squids. We kicked their fucking asses.
What happened to Oakley?
Thoroughly. What did happen to Oakley? Oh yeah, she made a fucking deal. No, he made a deal with Raphael. A devil. Bad idea.
I'm a warlock now.
Mhm.
And I have a fate.
Yeah, a fucking warlock now. Oh yeah,
but
we
I have a
leveled up.
fate.
Yep. You're level 7 now.
Lucky 7.
And you have just arrived on the outside of Greenglen. Current day is... So it would be... Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab the specific date. It is Rua the 4th of Corvinus.
Nice.
With T-minus 2 days until the gala.
Yeah. That is a
We'll make it back in time.
Hopefully.
We better.
You, if anything, you'll
We
just be
will.
crashing in really fast, because none of you have teleportation magic. You know someone that does, but... But, it is on this day that, as I said before, you hear that you have arrived. Actually, no, hold on, he will... Wake up, everyone! We're at your first stop! Greenglen! We're gonna have to drop you off and go over near... Let me see. There's no ports for airships. We're gonna have to anchor on the outskirts of town. Probably closer to... one of the ones in Icor. And he's gonna give a stone to Cassidy. Call me on this when you're ready, and we'll be there as soon as possible to pick you up. I know you're going to the Everglow entrance nearby. You're gonna have to figure out how to get there yourselves.
Alright. You familiar with the area at all?
I mean, yeah, what do you want to know?
Anything you can tell us.
About Greenglen?
Yeah.
The shithole.
It is.
It is low magic. Barely any casters there from what I've heard. They trade primarily in the hunting of monsters on the outskirts of Tosiri, and raising and
Agriculture.
taming magic animals.
Anyone in the market for a new pet?
What?
Maybe.
That
I'm pretty
was
sure I'm gonna be good.
mostly a joke.
I can't really tell with you, Muriel. No offense.
Baldric comes out. Yeah. And all of you notice that Baldric is now bigger. The clothes
Whoa.
are barely hanging in there.
Oh, come on now, dear. I just fixed you up.
Yeah, I forgot it's about that time in my life for a growth spurt. Happens when we reach a certain age, we get bigger.
Well, that is something.
Well, I guess I'll have to take care of that whenever we get to one of the little hostels tonight. Miriel looks over Baldric and admires his own handiwork and feels quite proud of himself that his stitches are holding well despite the odds.
You imagine it might be largely the arcane bits of that. But as you go over the town, this is what you see. I have winter maps for this place. I have, for when it warms up too, I have non-winter maps. This is the whole town.
Yay!
You see a single strip town with housing settlements on the outskirts and small townhouses and apartments. You see way in the distance, obscured by a bit of mist, what seems to be some sort of manor in some darker woods, and then a ranch or like large farm on the outskirts of the town as well. But they were not kidding. Only a few buildings within the town itself, and they see people here and there. You see horses, including, sucks that Cat's not here, saber-tooth horses.
Oh no.
Huh.
All these other kinds of like horses and like a few other creatures. You see individuals with carts with corpses of monsters coming in. You see a single church. You see just a 2-story bar, clinic, other buildings, but you will slowly come to land as he's like, yep, it ain't much special, but you're gonna be here for a day or so.
And hopefully
Yep, sure
no
seems
more.
like it.
Stay warm. Contact us when you're done. And we'll meet you in the Everglow once you're done with your Underdark mission.
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah, don't fake me out. Haven't betrayed you. Where would you like to...
Do you plan?
Maybe.
Well, that would be most unfortunate.
I know you'd have to deal with me as you see fit.
I wink at him.
Alright, where would you like to go? First, the basic hub of the town is the bar. And I'm gonna place you guys, because this is just the display map, because I have everything else broken up. There is, and Miriel would know, basically the population is 700, the smallest population of any town in the capital of Era. There is the Fireside Newt, which is the tavern, and it has a small amount of hotel. It's also where they do guild business. The Lockstar Hotel. Cerna's Sundries and Apartments, which is your home, Miriel. The Stables. Nethrin's Healing House. The Renault Ranch, which is home to the mayor. The Church of the Light Pantheon. I would not go to the Mage's home, but the Mage's Manor is on the outside of town.
Miriel's gonna suggest we Well, I'm gonna suggest that we all make our way to the fireside newt first, and at the very least, get checked in, do our business, say why we're here, and then hopefully we can deal with as little people as possible. There's a old freak that I'd really like to not run into, but my luck isn't exactly the best.
Right, so the fireside new.
Yeah, works for me.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Alrighty.
Yep, no, I'm down for it.
With any luck, his holy father of piety won't be found anywhere with it near the tavern.
You mean piety?
Yeah.
Hehe.
Yeah.
Alright, you get a ladder basically, like with a platform almost, and it lowers you all down. Lots of eyes on all of you, but especially as soon as some people see Miriel. Like, oh, it's Miriel. Hi, Miriel! Just some random commoner just looks at you.
Wait, what did he say?
He said hi. Just a simple citizen. Probably seen him once or twice in your life.
I know that guy.
Friendly boss.
I wave.
How's that
You seem pretty.
stitching stuff going?
Oh, it's going marvelous.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Is your dad dead? We haven't seen him in months.
With any luck.
Fair enough.
You seem pretty. You seem pretty popular here.
Things change apparently.
Really friendly boss. I don't know why you. That was a bad time to be here.
It seems like shit mellowed out since I was last here.
Well, reminder, Miriel, you are not the most hated creature or person here. You had a decent amount of people that hate you, but most just saw you, knew who you were.
Not everyone are assholes.
All just like, all right, I want some breakfast beer. Let's get some breakfast.
Breakfast beer sounds good right about now.
I don't think Miriel kind of looks uncomfortable when Baldric mentions breakfast beer. Just kind of grimaces, but doesn't say anything as they walk into the tavern.
Oakley.
Yes.
How are you, my dear little performer? I left you a gift in your pocket. Do hold on to that. And it is your contract, folded up nice and neat. You have a copy of your soul contract.
Well, I'll give that a perusal at my earliest convenience.
Very well.
No, do it right now.
No, I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is a lot. Lapis had a taste of what it was like in the other group because I have the same template for contracts.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get some.
Maybe at the end of the session.
This is funky.
It's from Honkai Star Rail.
Star Rail music.
The Honkai
I
players get it.
recognize it.
Yeah. High five.
Hey.
Hey.
I actually have a handout for this.
God, it's so weird that I played enough of the game I could recognize the.
I know, right?
Oh my
One
goodness, it's Dad in disguise.
Disguise
Wow.
dad.
It is not. What are you talking about?
I know.
We don't talk about it.
Don't talk it. Sorry.
Talk about Poppy.
No, don't say that.
no,
Don't call
no.
it that. I will kill you.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. But you come into a 2-story tavern. It is pretty bare bones, but lots of tables, some empty, some full. There is up on like a little upper ledge area, poker table split in there, but the bar itself is huge. It is very difficult to get these ones sized, but hey. You see all sorts of individuals get eating, drinking, even like this early in the morning. There's probably not that much to do for some of the common folk. But few things stand out. Second, as the handout is loading.
Ow. Sorry.
Hey.
Ooh,
Aw.
quaint.
But first and foremost, there are a few individuals that stand out. Firstly, Miriel, you would recognize a familiar face. A half-orc gentleman, shaved head with a crude scar on the side of his face on the top. He has a gray, a salt and pepper beard. He's wearing a simple shoulder pauldron that ties to a prosthetic arm. And he's wearing like just some furs and leathers. And he is just polishing some glasses, but he seems to be in conversation with an individual you would all recognize as the person that opened this quest. And Vel, you would recognize this woman.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goody.
The head of the
Is
order.
that a good?
Yeah, that's a good thing. The head of the Order of the Ghost Slayer, Vel, Mavis Lorenzia.
Oh, hello there.
Ooh.
A Domfier woman with platinum blonde hair that goes all to one side, wearing an impressive coat with blades inside, like you can see just blades glinting from inside of it. A little muscular, but still lithe. Piercing red eyes, impeccable makeup, and a nice little collar piece gem with a carnelian in it.
Oh, it's her.
And you would know that because you took the contract that she was the one that hired you this day before.
Yeah.
It's the
Still.
boss.
Come on,
I
Baldric pushes Oakley to the front.
stride. I
Yeah,
stride
okay,
on
right.
up with all the confidence of a runway model.
No, who do you think you are, sir? Argren looks at you. Unfortunately, if you want a drink here, that's gonna be 5,000 gold. He looks at you knowingly.
Miriel says, "Oh, I think you've got me confused with my father's tab."
No, from what I hear, you're big and famous. You can spend 5,000 on a drink, can't you?
Well, you know me, I try to stay away from... You know me, I stay away from the alcohol.
It's good to see you, boy.
Good to see you as well, Hogren.
He holds out his hand, and all of you see this guy is jacked. He gives it a hard shake.
Miriel shakes it and then grips it, trying to pull him into an arm wrestling contest.
Strength test. Strength check.
Absolutely.
Is that a good idea, Muriel? Like, I feel like your arm would break.
You just hear a sudden snapping sound.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Just strength.
Hold it.
Flat strength.
Come on, get that 20, be so funny. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Oh, well.
18's not anything to laugh at.
18 just puts your hand on the ground. Nice try.
That sounds about right.
And who are these individuals? Friends of yours?
Yes. Friends and companions. The tall, dark, and scaly over there is Baldric. the less tall and still equally as glittering scaled as Velocta. The lovely woman here is Cassidy, and the redhead with the glasses is Oakley.
Howdy.
Good to see you. What brings you in for business? Pleasure? Just coming home?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, I'm hurt. Renault would be so sad to hear that you're not here to visit him. You're his favorite pupil.
Well, I do intend to see how the old man is doing, but
I think he's
we're here.
upstairs.
I'll have to pay him a visit then. We are actually here on business with the fine woman over there, and I'll sort of twirl my needle and lean on it like a cane and say, "It's good to see that the blood hunters are still doing good work."
Interesting enough. You have an undead with you. Looks directly at Cassidy.
Indeed, but she's a good friend, and if you wish to cause any problems, well, we're both aware of the laws concerning undead.
And it's good to see you again, Veloctor. We're glad
As
to
it
hear
is
that
to
you
see
are in
you.
safe hands.
It's
I would say
certainly
like Cassie's kind of
something.
just leaning against the bar, like hand on her pistol, not like aggressively, but just kind of just on her revolver, just kind of there. Not like obviously not ready to grab him, or just kind of like ready just in case.
I have news. Your allies managed to retrieve one of the eyes.
Oh,
That's
good. Good to hear.
But anyhow, I am not here on business to represent your friends. You are the individuals that responded to the quest. Deal with the problem here.
indeed.
That would be us.
Hello.
Let us make a private meeting over in the corner then.
Of course.
Meals and drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, are on me. I'll get you your usual, Miriel. Set you nods.
Thank you kindly.
Not very often I see my employee of the century here. He gestures to an awkward picture of a young Miriel with a thumb up.
Yeah.
You know what
like,
it is? It's that one meme from The Office where it's Michael
I
Scott
don't know
with
what that is.
someone show Lapis. It's
I'll find it.
yeah.
It's funny.
Ultra's like,
I've never watched The Office.
I like
Well,
this
that's
lady.
something.
She's got a good sense of business.
I'll
Yep.
kind of
You could say that.
Hardigan. Do you got a spare picture of young Muriel for future blackmail?
Maybe.
Wait, no.
Muriel's ear tilts over in
You
that
ain't there.
direction.
You ain't there.
Hey, you walked
See?
away.
I'm right here.
What's your passive
I'm right
perception?
here. Let's. My passive perception is. What is it?
This is such a
16.
Cassidy thing.
You do not hear it.
Damn it.
Depends on how well you do. Maybe there is some work in it. Maybe there's a little reward in it for you. Go speak with the lady. I'll make sure you are all taken care of.
All right.
I'm digging Shay D Man over here.
Huh? Oh,
Nothing.
stop. It is I have standard art for NPCs.
I know. I'm just poking fun.
I know, you're gonna get killed. But no, I'll bring you in here.
Oh.
All right. And she kind of puts her boots up on the poker table. As you know, after the incident in Greybell, the Harbingers have been more than active on this continent, especially around Greybell and its vicinity. They have been sending foot soldiers to do dark dealings and slowly deal with any threats. These are not any forces to laugh at either. Death shepherds, foot soldiers of the Harbingers, rare From what we've seen, individuals that are still mortal, but have undergone a surgery to become half undead. Of course, your regular
Interesting.
stock of undead and undead creatures, and possibly Thracian necromancers. They started attacking this town just a few days ago. Luckily, some of the fighting forces here were able to deal with them. However, since there are none that are too clerically inclined or have any magic to deal with, aside from the priest, the archmage of the town, and the cleric being no combat experience, and the priest.
Oh, absolutely not. He's only experienced with bullying addicts and young children.
I do not know. The doctor seems very straightforward. Dr. Nithrin?
Oh no, the priest.
But the priest has no combat experience. He has been giving his chapel to aid in individuals whose homes have been affected or attacked, and the doctor has provided healing. However, many of those martial forces have been dwindled down or fled because they cannot deal with the threats here, or they've died.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right.
They chose this town intentionally to strike with a decent number of their forces. Small though they may be, they have attacked in waves. And I do not think this town has seen the full force yet.
Oh, I doubt it, but I must admit, there's not exactly much going on here, so my thoughts, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mavis.
Mavis.
Mavis, my apologies. I've only heard of you in passing before. Never had the... Yeah. Mavis, do correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems less like a strategic sort of attack and more of something to send a message.
Incorrect.
Really? What could possibly be going on in this little old town that's worth strategically taking out?
It has perfect candidates to add to the forces of the Harbingers.
Oh, so it's more of a sort of forced assimilation sort of situation.
That, and from what the Baron has told me, there is something that they might be after with the Archmage and himself.
I see. Well, I never was very clever in meetings. I showed promise in other areas.
Clearly. But, nonetheless, regardless of the importance of this town or how good or bad it is, these people need help.
Of course.
And you will be giving it.
Indeed.
We theorize either tonight or tomorrow they will strike again.
Noted.
And if they do, it will be most devastating.
My personal misgivings with some people here aside, I don't intend to forsake my Taylor oath and turn away help from those that need it.
Good. You are not wholly ignorant, then.
No, just spiteful.
You're going to have to set that aside. Perhaps make amends with the people here.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm not going to raise my hand at anyone. Just, maybe give a good lashing of the tongue if someone tries to start shit. But otherwise, handling things with professionality, taking care of what needs to be taken care of, needle and thread to bind the undead and what have you.
I've never heard this saying. Sounds copyrighted. Point. But nonetheless, you should probably speak with the priest, Father Drennan, and his apprentice, Dr. Nethrin. What's more, you should speak with the Baron, the mayor. And in addition, the Archmage has, I have found, is a recluse, and largely does not involve themselves in matters of the town that they were sworn to preside over and tasked with taking care of. They are rarely seen outside of their doors, and
Yes, there's been rumors about them for about as long as I've been alive, at the very least.
You will need to go and speak with them and bring them out of their home. We will need their aid. As one of the few magically competent individuals hails from this town, and whatever these harbingers seem to want with their home, I think that is pertinent.
Indeed. And what of you, Mavis? Are you going to be staying for the potential assault, or are you heading out on business here shortly?
I will be aiding in what ways I can.
Marvelous. I do look forward to seeing a Order of the Ghost Slayer in action, and the Master at that.
Only if absolutely necessary. And at this point, like, while you've been talking, your food and drinks and have been delivered and all of that.
Yeah. Miriel's sipping a virgin mojito, just sort of swirling it around in the glass, taking a sip every so often.
Yeah, that's a Miriel drink.
However,
Mojitos.
the doors open.
Oops.
Welcome in. Everyone goes quiet. The air grows cold.
Where? In our room or in the main area? Oh,
Where?
there.
As I said, the doors open. Two individuals
Okay.
walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, looks like they're making their daily visit.
Daily visit.
You see two
Yes, ma'am.
individuals, both wearing dark armor with red accents, some of the colors of Cratia's harbingers. These individuals are tall. You see from the female soldier a bit of blonde hair. They both wear these helmets with 6 eyes and cloaks. They have these dark black blades at their sides. They walk in. Apologies, we are used to going and visiting the mayor at his ranch. However, it seemed that he was not there. You have some rather troublesome citizens. They do not want to answer where he is. It took 5 broken fingers. Where is the mayor? Walk in. The harbingers, as they walk in, tip drinks off of table near this, and then the soldier here comes in. You there, so Crathian. You know where the mayor is? This is his establishment, is it not? Can't
Muriel's
say
gonna
I
sit
do
his
now.
drink down.
Just kicks the chair from underneath her and she falls down. They both make their way up. You there. Greenglen, was it? That's correct. Where is your boss? We did not see him at the ranch. Can't say. We don't serve half alive people here. Oh, Mavis looks at you all and just face palms as she's like, I wouldn't do. Oh.
She should have said something sooner. She should have said something sooner.
Yep, well, I was doing this and I didn't know you guys were moving.
Oh, sorry.
We're just like dun 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 dun
We
dun
can't help
dun.
ourselves. We see a fight, we pick a fight.
They both laugh. We are not undead. You are mistaken. We are superior. Enlightened. Argon looks at Miriel as if to say, stop.
Miriel, just drink in hand, sits down right here and takes a sip.
And the soldiers look, did we say you could sit down? Get back to your seats.
I am seated.
I'll go up and I'll kind of grab him by the arm. Not right now.
I'm
Argon
not doing
sorry.
anything.
cracks his
Just
knuckles.
a little tipsy. Move.
Figures. Nothing but drunks in this town. Looks at Hargren, and Hargren just puts his hand, like his prosthetic, on the table. I don't think you understood me. I said we don't serve undead, yes, but we also don't serve craters here. And all of you would know that craters is the term for Cratians. And his arm transforms into an axe.
Take a long sip from my mojito.
I said the mayor's not here, so you can kindly leave. Pay for those drinks you spilt. And I'm sure you'll find him at a convenient later date, which is hopefully never. One of them begins to hold out their hand, and a bit of necromantic energy forms. The woman says, I think you should reconsider what you just said. I don't think he does. There's a loud set of footsteps coming down the stairs. You don't understand where you are, seems, after all this time. You're in my establishment. And that means you play by the establishment's rule. You would all see. A tiefling man, likely in his 40s, maybe a little bit older. He has a bit of a portly figure. He wears a poncho-like cloak, really well made. Miriel would know this is his work. He's got these leather cowboy boots with wing motifs on them. And he has a blue vest buttoned up neatly with gold buttons. His pants have a gold trim, a lovely belt with a gold buckle. He has a salt and pepper beard and eye patch over his right eye, and he's carrying this big old pipe. And he's starting to, like, pack it with tobacco and get it prepared. This is the Baron Renault, the mayor of Greenglen. And you're ruining the day there. One of my favorite people just came in. And you're gonna ruin this lovely homecoming? Oh, wait, no. And also, for you, Lapis, he looks to be in his 40s, for clarification.
Okay.
Remember, long-lived
Okay.
races.
Right.
We were waiting for you, Baron. It's a shame that you were wasting your time. I don't have much of it to spend on people like you. We have given you the terms. You would be wise to accept. Oh, there's the thing. Lights the pipe, takes a big old puff out of it, and blows the smoke in their faces.
I like this guy.
I'm not signing shit. No papers with any kind of decree that you have no power here. Plus, I think it's wise for the living to make sound choices. You can try all you want to start shit in my fine establishment. But unless you're gonna pay for drinks, pay for a room, I suggest you leave. And the Harbingers both pull out their blades in quick succession and point them at his neck. He doesn't flinch. Are you sure you want to see how that ends?
Keep on sipping.
And they look at him. You are nothing but an old dog. And they feel the pressing. In one hand, he has a pistol pressed against the chest of the female soldier, and then his rapier pressed at the throat. Quickly drawn. None of you saw that move. He seems to be an individual who is fast with his reflexes. You are warned.
Miriel just grins knowingly.
Now get the fuck out of my establishment and go camp out in whatever cave or graveyard you're hanging out in. Tell your undead friends, tell your boss, Greenglen isn't handing itself over to the Harbingers of the Black Hand. And he leans in. Fuck off. And they both put their blades away and start to move. You are warned. We will come in full force.
Oh, I hope you do.
And they look at you. Excuse me. As they're starting to move. You didn't pay for those drinks. Oh. They just toss a gold coin purse onto the counter. You have 24 hours! All of you, sad souls! We will come in full force! And we will raise
Hey,
your
you
town
keep
to
my
the ground.
Hey, you keep my soul out of this!
And they leave.
Miriel's
Oh,
gonna
what
walk over and give Baron Renault a hug.
Ah! Didn't recognize
Funny.
you, String Bean.
Oh, am I that hard to notice these days? I try and stick out as much as I can.
Honestly, couldn't see it in the heat of the moment. Anyway,
Well, it's not like me to be level-headed, is it?
you shouldn't have
I
come here,
can-
boy.
Oh, but I should have. Besides a lovely visit with you and Hogrin, I'm also here on business.
And Mavis
And,
comes down. Ah, darling, you're fine. Oh, that's who you're working for. Gives her a wink, but it's only a blink because he has an eye patch. Ah, come on, I got that charm. See, I know this guy. I can vouch for him. He's a good soul. I trained him myself. That does not make me any more interested in you. Almost had her.
I walk up to Miriel. I like this guy. He's
Yeah,
a pretty fun guy.
he's...
Kick
He
Harbinger
kinda-
ass.
He and Hogrin kind of stepped up as father figures when my father lost himself.
Allow me to introduce myself, because this silly one couldn't. I'm the Baron Renault. My first name's classified. But I'm the mayor here in Greenglen, and I have been for 45 years now. And make me history checks, all of you. Veloctor and Cassidy with advantage. Actually, no, any outlaws with advantage. Same with
Advantage.
Veloctor. So all of you.
My computer's being slow.
Alright, I'll take that 22.
What is your background, Miriel? Are you an outlaw as well?
No, I'm an entertainer.
Okay, so you don't need to make one. Alright.
Oh, there it goes.
Alright.
Hey, 17.
21, what are you talking about?
Or, right, I didn't add my thing.
Oh, yeah,
21?
sorry. Yep, 21.
21.
Ready one.
We can never escape. All of you know who this is.
Never.
The legendary Baron. Baron Renault is one of the most talented, one of the most powerful swashbucklers to walk the continent of Sokrif and sail the seas of the Leyhand domain in a century. He was also known for being rather hard to track down or capture, and he was known as a gentleman thief, fighter, and the like, as he would fight with charm and skill.
My apologies. I just realized Moonborn is my background.
Oh yeah, you're a Moonborn, yeah. But yeah, no, he was known as like a charming fighter, very suave in his skills, but then he kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Most likely because he was given a title of Baron that he won in a duel, and then no one knew where he went. Now you know where he is.
Sure.
Ain't that a place to find someone?
Shit, I thought you were a legend.
I still
His
am.
name, honestly.
As far as I'm aware, sure, I put on about 20 more pounds, but hey, food's good here.
You pulled it off.
Indeed.
Thank you. But, yeah, Miriel is one of my few apprentices. Taught him how to fight, taught him everything he knows.
That's cool.
Magic, that didn't teach him that, though.
Yeah. The whole blade work, his work. The whole tailoring and strutting my stuff was Azuran / Veffen's teaching.
And reminder, that's not just him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you've come at a really awkward time. Would have preferred your homecoming wouldn't have been while we were getting invaded by Cretians.
Well, that's
What are
exactly
they doing here? Oh, sorry.
Well, that's exactly why we're here, isn't it? You know,
Real.
a tailor doesn't stand by when there's a threat, especially when it's one we're specialized in dealing with.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, they came in a few days ago. They went traveling. We heard rumor of them on the outskirts. Then they came in full force at night, attacked, lost about 35 people. A few injured, about 27 injured. Most of us could deal with it, but largely because it's the winter, a lot of the hunters aren't here. They're out doing work in the Urbo Desert in the capital of Nora, or further out in the capital of Horu. But we have our few lines of...
why do they want Greenglen?
Well, they want something from me, they want something from the Archmage, and then they want to, of course, take over, kill everyone, and raise us as undead. The able bodies in this town, those who are talented in a few regards, we're not great with magic. We never produced fine mages aside from Miriel and a couple others who left, but we are known for producing some of the finest warriors to join the Watchers or the Hunters of the Dark Capital. That could make some fine undead foot soldiers right there. And they want something else, but that's to talk about in private. When you're all done touring the town, I'm sure you got things to do, shops to see, and, tosses you a coin, Muriel. Show that. It gets you a discount or anything you need here.
Noted.
And if you're getting rooms, either here or the Lock Store Hotel will be good for you. I'll make sure you don't have to pay for any lodgings. But in, 24 hours, they seek to attack at dawn.
Oh, that's
Well,
awful
then
bold
listen
of
to
them.
with it.
Well, I think it's... Well, stupidity on that front, but I do think it is awful bold of them to attack at dawn of all times.
Yeah.
Well, they're not vampires, so they can...
Fair enough.
Probably just trying to send a message. If I had to guess what they were trying to do.
Well, not just a message, just trying to get what they want. We've done some scouting. There's a decent amount of them, over 30, maybe more. Attacking waves and something. They're hanging out in some caverns outside of town. We stupid attack them on their own turf, so we've been preparing best we can. But we'll talk about the private stuff. Come to my ranch for dinner. I'll make sure y'all are well fed and taken care of to prepare. Then we can go over some stuff.
With any luck, we don't lose anyone else.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure the lady over there, a lovely blood hunter, told you to figure out the stuff with the Archmage, try and get him out of his hole. Deal with Dr. Nethrin, see if she can help you all, using the enhancements or otherwise. And then you're gonna have to speak with Father Drennan.
Yay. Miriel's going to take out his needle and sort of poke it at Baron and just say, and I mean it, no sort of bullshit hero sacrifice. It's kind of nonsense.
You think I'm staying back in my ranch and watching the battle unfold? I'm gonna be in there too.
No. I'm saying, don't try to be a hero. Don't try to make yourself a martyr. You fight like your life depends on it, because everyone here depends on you.
Miriel, I ain't stupid. I'm the one who taught you that lesson. And he looks at he looks at a few of your scars that are visible. Clearly, I didn't take.
Oh no, you did. I've been through the ringer. Not exactly trying to sacrifice myself. Time's been a lot. We can talk about it to the best of my abilities over dinner.
Very well. Argren, make sure they're taken care of. All of you, best behavior. Miriel and looks at the group.
Royal Flush.
Miriel and Royal Flush are here to help us out. They all nod. Yeah. Woohoo. He goes out the door. It is good to have you. It's good to have you back, but I would do some checking in, especially regarding your apartment. That place is still available, from what I heard. It's not been sold off or anything. Might be worth a look.
That's curious. I'll give it a look before the end of the night.
Good egg. I'll take care now. Come back. Like I said, you can stay upstairs, waive the cost, or you can go to Lockstar Hotel.
Alrighty.
Alright, so, where would you like to go next?
What are y'all feeling? I made the decision for the first part.
There is the Cerna's Sundries and Apartments, the Lockstar Hotel, the Stables, Nethrin's Healing House, Renault Ranch, which is where the Baron lives, the Church of the Light Pantheon, and the Mage's Home.
Honestly, I'm down for whatever you guys want to do.
Oh. Well, we know what we need to do. Do we want to just kind of run around and acquaint ourselves with the area before we start pursuing what has to be done?
Sure.
Want her to get a feel of the
Yes.
land. If they're gonna attack the town.
Yeah, probably
know,
not a
I think
bad
that's
idea. I'll
Yeah.
show you around the general layout. This main street is all there is, aside from the outskirts with the farms and the Mage's Home.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just
Alrighty.
gonna say the general store would probably be your best bet.
Alright.
We go
Yeah.
to
I
the
agree.
general store.
A yeehaw.
Weehaw! Yeehaw!
No. You just walk down the street, not too far. It's literally like a couple steps here and there. You see some carts outside of a 2-story building. It's a very wide and long building. You see, these carts have food on them. There's some just produce and otherwise like some fabrics and other bits and bobs. But you see a sign that says Cerna's Sundries and Apartments. And you also see next door is a barber shop. I always wonder what it'd be like to have hair. Except the barber shop.
Too bad.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
look
buddy.
over at Cassidy and say, so, how are you doing, given, the comments therein in the tavern?
Eh. I mean, kind of rude, but fuck if I care what they think.
Fair enough.
Yep, you will make your way up the steps of the porch and then just open the way to you make your way inside.
There we go.
I have a handout of this place as well.
Obviously, I'm not going to out you and be like, "Oh, you treat her well." That's on your own terms, but if you need anything, if you want me to say anything, you let me know.
Oh, you're good. I mean, I already look like death warmed over already. Can't really hide that.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Mm. Fair enough.
Yeah, as long as they don't say nothing stupid, I don't give a fuck.
But you come into this general store, and it is full of attire, basic weapons and gear. Second. But also, what immediately strikes out to Veloctor and Cassidy is the smell of gunpowder and seeing some
And
bullets, firearms, and all sorts of gear that is up your guys' alley.
Oh, I love that smell. It's so good.
Can't smell much, but I can never forget that smell.
Mm-hmm. We can agree on that, that's for sure.
And popping up from seemingly out of nowhere. Oh, welcome. Oh. You see a seemingly human woman. She looks the same as the day you left, Miriel. Short white hair cut into a bob with two strands like longer in the front. She wears gothic attire. A corset designed to look like a rib cage and like a half dress where like it's cut on the side and there's like bits of bone. She has long sleeves on and these very pointed and sharp nails and has piercings all over her eyebrows, under her eye, and on her ears. This is Cerna de Fontaine, and she even has a name tag. The rest of you can make me a history check on the last name.
History check. Yay.
19. Oakley, you have advantage as a bard. And Miriel, you kind of know already.
Hmm.
But, start with Cassidy while Oakley makes their roll. Last name, DeFontaine, stands out to you, as in history, there was a very nasty individual known as the Viscount Aleph DeFontaine, the original founder of the Order of the Occultist. An elven mage who, in his research into the Order of the Occultist, unbeknownst to many, performed human experimentation and the first forms of illegal biomancy. Basically taking celestials and fiends and grafting them onto individuals and merging the two. Also, here's the handout. It just takes a moment because it's animated.
Ooh.
And was defeated by Lord Akira Yukidon, as well as the current head of the Order of the Occultist. And they were arrested and put in the Darkspire Tower. DeFontaine is definitely a very rare name, and many of the DeFontaines went into hiding or were passed out because of the relation to the Viscount. It's a pleasure to see you again, Miriel. How long has it been?
I think about 7 years, give or take.
You look good. Lovely outfit.
Thank you, it's my own work.
I would know, gestures to her attire.
I smile.
And you brought friends with you.
Indeed.
My, such lovely friends. She trails her long fingernails against Oakley's shoulder and then over to Veloctor and just kind of trails them on his back, on their back. You're the most interesting of all. She looks at Cassidy. Not quite here, but not quite there yet.
Oh, it's a hoot.
Oh, most definitely. If you had free time, I would love to examine you. And make it worth your while.
Insight, like, are we talking, like, financially or, like, hitting on me? I'm not quite sure.
Make me an insight check.
Woo!
Yes.
Well, fuck. Okay. As long as
Simple
don't
term,
start
simple term.
poking and prodding, should be good.
Perhaps. I'm sure Muriel's told you all about me.
Only the fun parts.
Then he hasn't told you anything about me at all. As I said, I am Cerna de Fontaine. I've owned this establishment for 20 years, maybe more. But I rent out the business next door as a barber shop and the upstairs for apartments, and the laundromat in the next room. And, Miriel, they pass you a key. Everything is as you left it. Your father paid off the apartment for full ownership just a few months ago.
Oh. Interesting.
He left it completely to you.
Well. Curious.
But if your friends are in search of items, looks like a few of you use guns. And, of course, I would be willing to let you peruse my secret wares without the password. Though you, points at, Oakley, you've already made a deal. Mm-hmm. Any of the rest of you, if you want to make any small deals, feel free. My resources are quite good. Information,
Ah,
resources, favor.
Dude, I made a deal already.
ah.
Didn't Miriel
More luck
tell
knows
you?
more luck.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard, but I did join late, so.
They call me the Witch of the General Store.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a really underwhelming title for what she's capable of, quite frankly.
But in this town where magic items are non-existent, I have my connections to sell what we don't normally have here. For a price. And of course, like I said, I make small deals. As fair as they can be. The bigger the deal, the bigger the price. But for you two, points at Cassidy and Val, I have specialty bullets as well. It is something I am talented at making. And we sell all sorts of ammunition and standard firearms, but I think the ammunition I sell will be more up your alley than any guns that I own.
Do tell.
I sell cataclysm bolts, fashioned into bullets.
I don't think I know that what you are talking about.
Oh, even better. I'm about to make your day, I believe. So, these are bolts that come in a set of 10, but like I said, I have flavored them as bullets too. They are fruming with magical power, and when you hit with a cataclysm bullet, the attack deals normal damage, but then you roll a d6 to determine its additional effect. On a 1 through 2, it explodes in a blast of fire, dealing 3d8 fire damage to the target and each creature within 5 feet. 3 through 4, the bolt freezes freezes the air around the target into jagged ice. They have to make a save. Them and anyone in 5 feet, or take 1d10 cold damage and be restrained. 5, the bolt releases a pulse of necrotic energy. They take 2d6 necrotic damage, and they have to make a strength save or be stunned until your next turn. And then 6, the bolt shatters to unleash a burst of shrapnel, make 6 additional ranged attacks against the target, each of which has a +7 attack and deals 1d6 piercing damage on a hit. And basically before before you would shoot them, you would just declare that you are using a bullet. For a set of for you all, 800 gold per set.
That's 10 rounds.
Correct.
10.
If you want 20, I'll make you a deal. About 1,500 for 20. And then additionally, if you really want to make it worth your while, she leans over the counter looking at Val, tracing her long pointed nails on the counter. You pay me 20,000. She looks at you with these captivating eyes. You're kind of drawn in. You don't know, like you just get the pitch of the sale. And sitting with you, Cassidy, you find yourself just coming over to the counter and looking at her as she traces her fingernail. For 20,000, I'll throw in a blink box so you can have all the cataclysm bolts you want. And she winks. Make me a wisdom save, both of you.
Oh,
I mean, I don't.
advantage?
Boy.
I don't need to make the
Okay,
save. I was
now.
already sold.
I'm
So-
married. Do I take advantage?
No.
Come on. There we go.
Already
Oh,
screaming inside.
Kat, you're gonna risk it all for this scoff witch.
I would already
Cassidy,
sell my soul.
you can tell she is casting an advanced form of friends on you.
I mean, I was already sold. She was talking good weaponry.
Yeah.
That's just cheating.
I have to make all the money out here I can. It works all the best on the common folk.
Well, we're not common. Looks to Vel and see Vel is
Oh
just
no,
cracking.
you're special. I like you.
I just lean into Muriel. Thank God I don't have a gun.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, she has other ways to tempt you.
I'm pretty sure.
I've been biting my teeth the entire time we've been in the store.
Why are you biting your teeth? That's not. You don't bite your
Biting your
teeth.
teeth.
That's not for biting.
Lizard folk do.
I bite my teeth.
So 20,000. Looks at Val.
I don't
You
even know if I have enough gold.
Yeah, how much do you have is the question.
Yeah, that helps.
I
know.
think I am like 20,000. I think I am short by a little bit.
How much you need? I can spot you.
Payment plan. Payment plan.
I mean, if you want to discount,
There's ways.
there are ways. She looks at you and she's smiling.
Do tell.
If you give me about 2 vials of your blood, I'll discount it.
Okay.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I have
honestly.
done weirder and stranger things for far less. Screw it. Go ahead.
Good one. And she pats you on the
It was
head.
nice knowing you, Bill.
Me knowing how to best break my players.
I am weak.
Alright, so she will sell you your set for 1,500.
Okay, done.
And
Sold.
she looks at Cassidy. Same discount applies to you. I haven't had Revenant blood in a while.
Is it rude of me to ask what you use the blood for?
She looks at you. I have things I need blood for.
Fair enough. I'll shut up now.
Good
Thank
boy.
I mean, at least she answered my question. Kind of.
Well, my blood's a bit rare, so 1,300.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Woo!
Woo!
I should have went lower.
18? That's good. Fair enough. 1,300.
You don't want to overstep.
And
though.
she snaps her fingers, and in front of you is a blink box for each of you, and inside are the 20 bullets. And as you know, a blink box, 1,300 for you, and then 1,500 for Val. And as she snaps her fingers, you feel a little woozy. And in front of her are 3 vials. 1 with your blood, Cassidy, and 2 with Veloctor's blood.
Damn.
That is a strange feeling.
It's less intrusive. I'd rather not make my customers uncomfortable.
Well, that's not as fun.
I was prepared to just do it the old-fashioned way.
I'm sure you were. And I have a small menu of items for those of you looking for magic. And she opens up a secret hatch right here, and you figure out that's where she went. That's where she came from, was downstairs, a secret basement. Most likely magic. She pulls out she comes back up and she has like a cart almost, like with a few things on it. You see a cloak with these 2 little tendril suckers on the end. This is a cloak of displacement. I only have 1. So she has a cloak of displacement for 800 gold. And then, hold on. She has a fancy coat. This is a coat of the crest. And then... a nice pair of black boots with these silver accents and silvered heels. These are a lovely piece. These are boots of finesse. It takes a bit of time, but once you do, it's worth your while. And... one second. A lovely ivory and wood dagger, which I can show you. This is a dagger of denial. That will be 1,200 gold. I also sell stamina potions for 1,000 gold. But you guys have not used yours yet, so you're pretty good on that point. Those are some of my specialty items right now.
What does the coat of the crest do?
I'm so glad you asked.
I'm glad that you're glad that I asked.
It does require attunement.
Glad that you're fucking glad.
Okay. Do you have that new attunement
This
spot,
is
though? I don't think I
this
need.
exquisite brocade coat is cut in a long, high-colored style popular among nobles. Its shimmering lining hints at magical properties. You gain a +1 bonus to AC while wearing this coat, which can be worn over light armor. Additionally, the coat has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn. When you are the target of an attack while wearing this coat, you can spend 1 charge as a reaction to gain resistance to 1 type of damage from the triggering attack. This resistance is effective against the triggering attack and lasts until the start of your next turn.
Oh, that would be good for my squishiness.
It would. And it's a
I'll take
fancy
it.
noble coat. If you look up brocade coat, you'll like it. It's very bardcore. I'll also just go through everything else. Cloak of displacement, that's a very good one. And she's selling it at a discount. So, maybe there's a catch. Wink.
Can't you get it without attunement?
That would cost you more. So here's what a cloak of displacement looks like. But, while you wear this cloak, it also requires attunement. It projects an illusion to make you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move. So that includes stunned, it includes prone, stuff like that. And I'll say I am actually going to make the smart DM decision and say this cannot be removed to tune.
That is fair.
Yep.
That is fair.
Gee, yeah, brocade, that is total bardcore. Jesus.
The boots of finesse are also a very good item. However, they do require a bit of work. They become worth it because of that work that you put into it. These boots fit snugly on your feet to your feet and could be altered as and repurposed as bracers. While wearing these boots, you gain a +1 to all dexterity checks. If you roll 10 20s, so a natural 20, or a 20, so one of the two, it has to be a dirty 20 or a natural 20. While attuned to these boots, you gain a permanent +2 to your dex score and no longer need to be attuned to the boots.
Oh.
Wow.
I have no slots.
And the Dagger of Denial is a silver stiletto blade. It is a +2 weapon. As an action, you can place the blade of the point of the blade into any keyhole and seal it shut. The keyhole sealed in this way can't be unlocked until this dagger is placed into that keyhole once more. Though a sealed door or container can still be broken by passing the lock, sealing a keyhole unseals any keyholes previously sealed with this weapon. Proficiency with the dagger, blah, blah.
Does it require attunement?
It does. That one can get attunement removed.
Okay.
It'll cost more for that.
I mean, that could be very helpful, especially if we're about to do a horde encounter. We can basically use that to, like, block off an entry point, possibly, or, like, slow them down.
Yeah.
That could be very good.
I put 1,000 gold on the table for the coat.
All right, for the Coat of the Crest.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yes.
So you can add that to your inventory, and you'll just have to remove attunement to something else. Let me know what you remove attunement from, and I'll add the bonus of, because it's a +1, correct, for your AC?
Yes. I think so. Hold on, let me add it real quick. Coat of the Crest. I removed the coat of the speaker.
Okay.
By the way. Obviously,
that-
my deck of fortune is way.
Yeah, no,
way
that's
more,
too valuable.
Yeah.
So does that, and attune to it, what is your AC now?
Hold on just a second. I think it's 19 now.
Okay.
You said it was +1. Yeah.
19? Alrighty. Because you're still able to wear that
Yep,
nice
yep.
leather armor that you bought.
Yeah.
Our boy's moving up in the world!
He's not a fly on the wall anymore.
And just remember that that costs a reaction, and then you can gain resistance to that damage, which means that can really help for concentration checks if you're concentrating on a spell too, because it'll lower the DC, things like that. All right. Is
it the Dagger of Denial? It can only do its ability if whoever was attuned with it.
Or if you get attunement removed, it would make the dagger cost. Let me see. Because the dagger is already 1,200, that would pop it up to 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Let me see. Caster,
Does anybody have a
there it
attunement
is.
slot for that or not?
I don't think so.
Does anybody else want the dagger?
Nah,
There
I'm
we go.
good.
Yay. Yep, so I'm at 19 now.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm so excited to not be afraid.
I'll go and get the dagger and get the attunement removed from it.
All right, I'll get that. Basically, you'll be able to use the magical properties now. I'll just make it the copy of it over next session. Stuff down. Miriel, Veloctor, does anything stand out to you?
I'm good.
I think I'm full up on stuff anyway right
As
now.
a reminder, it is very easy to switch attunements before a battle.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
I can't
surprised.
think of anything.
I'm surprised
now.
that you don't want that Cloak of Displacement, Miriel, because that's disadvantage on all attack rolls against you.
How much is it again?
800 gold.
I can spot you if you need money.
No, I have enough. And it requires attunement.
Mm-hmm. You would just have to... Basically, as I'm saying, like, you know, if you're worried about attunement, it's still a good item to purchase because you could, what's the word? If you're going into a battle and you're like, I think it would be good to have this on, you just switch your attunements out to something else.
Okay, I'll unattune from the witch's ring and attune to that.
You were attuned. So, I mean, this is honestly an upgrade. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
no,
Yeah.
'cause especially in a horde counter, disadvantage on all attacks until is
Unless they hit
pretty
you.
good.
Yeah,
That's pretty
And
good.
for the
Let me-
dodge
let me-
tank, I'll add it to your inventory.
Yeah, let me do some math first.
Oh, right.
'Cause, yeah, depending on where we do our fight.
So
Okay,
Go ahead.
subtracted the thing.
Right, and that is at the bottom of your inventory, and I will add it to your basic inventory. It's at the bottom of your features, I mean.
All good.
There
So
we
how
go.
does the
You're all
blink
set.
box work exactly again?
The blink
Oh,
box, which she gave you non-attuned versions. Because you gave her
oh, thank
blood.
goodness.
You gave her blood.
Sure hope that doesn't come
Oh
back
wait,
and
no, it
bite
doesn't.
me.
Wait, no, it doesn't require attunement in general. Hell yeah. It holds an infinite amount of basic ammunition within it, but which can never be taken out of the box. During combat, the bullets magically appear inside of an equipped firearm when it runs out of ammunition. So basically, unlimited ammo. And whatever ammo is in there at that time is the ammo it uses. So basically, because the other group got this too, like the Hunters group got a Cataclysm Bullets and Blink Box. If you are making an attack with some bullets, which for you, Vel, you have to trigger that anyways. You have to fire when you make an attack. So you have to make that choice consciously. You can tell me when you fire, this is a Cataclysm Bullet, and then you would roll for the effect. And then for you, Blake, I'm assuming every shot you take is normal. And I might give you a personal limit because you have more access to this as a gunslinger.
Yeah, I have a lot.
I will probably say, like, no more than 6 of those per combat. Like, so you can stagger 6 of them out, because you also have a specialty magic item gun. You would have to use your regular your regular +2 pistol or something like that to use these.
Can I use symbiosis for those two?
You could,
Just the
yes.
rifle? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I might use those for the rifle then, since
The
yeah,
firing-
the revolver is pretty much has already special bullets anyway, so that'd be redundant.
If firing out of the blink box, does it bite into the ammo count or not? I didn't.
It's unlimited ammo.
Oh,
So if you
Whatever ammo
if
put
you
in there,
bond it to your
everything.
gunblade, you will never have to use ammo again.
oh, sweet goodness.
And from that, I'm adding the blink box to your inventory as well. But basically, like same with Blake, you would tell me when you use a Cataclysm Bullet.
Yeah.
And then, like her, only 6 per combat, so you can stagger them out, because it's like, for you, you're firing, and then you're adding another effect on it.
Yeah, because I'm melee fighter with gunblade.
Yeah, and remember, you can shoot,
Gunblade.
you can make a ranged attack with your gunblade, technically.
I have not been doing that.
I mean, yeah, but it's something you could do, basically.
You have options.
There. I gotta like swap between my actual gunblade and my stun gunblade now, because like I'm gonna be hot swapping between them depending.
There we go. I added that to the bottom of your inventory as well, so you're good to go.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna save I'm gonna probably say, like, we'll see what Baldric wants and then get back to him next session. But feel free to check out your apartment. Apparently your father left something there.
Oh, goody.
He left about 5 months ago? Cleaned
What's
himself
that?
up.
That's surprising.
Yeah, gave up alcohol completely.
Hmm.
He was a lot more angry, not in a drunk way, more in a I want revenge kind of way. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
He said that bitch was gonna pay for muddling his mind.
I'll make a mental note of that. Interesting.
Muriel will remember that.
Yeah.
And if any of you need haircuts, Marnie's over there. She's bored. Probably give them to you for free.
I'm pretty sure
I
if my
think I'm
hair,
good for
like,
now.
half my scalp will fall off, so I'm gonna pass.
Who's to say? She's got a bit of magic to her. Not a lot, you know. But if any of you want to seek out my services again, you know where to find me. And if you
That's
find
the-
yourself lying in bed at night, lonely and missing me, just whisper my name, and I might just come to visit.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Senna.
I'm
But everyone deserves a good talking buddy.
Happily married.
Mhm.
Thank you, though.
I can fix that.
No, you ain't.
no.
Uh,
Cassidy has 4 hands.
She has what? Since when?
I'm making a joke.
Okay.
But-
She pulls up her shirt to reveal 2 smaller hands.
She was a
That-
she was,
that
a,
just
she was
like-
half
that-
Thari this whole time.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
I came back
Uh,
different.
Yeah. Muriel's gonna make his way up to the fucking apartment.
Yep, so you'll have to walk outside and then go up the stairs in the back.
Yeah.
Let me get some new music.
This chipmunk ass voice in the background
That's
of,
not a-
of this song.
That's not a voice, that's a harmonica.
The
Yep, that's a harmonica.
it's weird, but it is.
Hit harmonica.
I'm not
Metal.
entirely sure that that's a harmonica. I gotta be real.
Your
I can't.
harmonica.
Yeah,
I
I
know you want to.
Oh.
just said really don't spend a lot of time in a place where that.
Oh god, Cassie with like 2 extra hands, can she can fire like 4 guns?
Hmm.
God, that'd be so bad.
No, if you played like a Thri-kreen
Right,
or
now
a
you gave her
Thari,
an
it's
idea,
not
Nandra.
impossible. But no, you make your way up and you have a key, Muriel. You open just the main
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah. I'll do that.
And you open it, and you hear commotion from the apartments over here. Just casual conversation. You smell food cooking.
Mhm.
But your apartment is over here.
Make my way over. I think Muriel stands outside the door, kind of breathing heavily, his hand not quite ready to turn the lock yet.
You gotta be okay?
I don't know. This place doesn't exactly hold very fond memories for me, and I remember once when I was 10 years old,
And this is
there
the
was
whole of
a
your apartment right here. I outlined it.
yeah. Once when I was 10 years old, there was a tornado bearing down, and I remember my father was passed out drunk on the couch, and I thought about leaving him there, but I already knew some things weren't the best for me, so I dragged him down into the basement and pretty much weathered the storm entirely on my own, and part of me wished that it just blew everything away, myself included. I'll take a deep, shuddering breath and
Baldric will just go, "Jeez," and I thought I was a little wild. You got some balls.
I don't know about that. I'll turn the lock and open the door.
As you open it, you come into a room with stale air. Dust covering mostly everything. It has indeed been untouched for probably a matter of months, but it's cleaner than you remember. It is well put together. That's definitely new. The place doesn't reek of alcohol or smoke. It doesn't reek of the substance that your father would use, the crushed dust. But you see, first and foremost, maybe investigation check. An advantage, because this is your home.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit on the sofa.
Where?
I'm just gonna lean against the wall with my foot up.
Oh, pretend there is a door there that leads into this hall.
Out there.
Oh, that's intimidation, not investigation.
You really
There we
scare
go.
the dust mites in here. Investigation
These
10.
dust bunnies are fucking terrified.
Roll with advantage because this is your home.
Right.
12. Okay,
12.
that's good. You notice it pretty quickly. There is a section of floorboard that has been removed. Far over in the corner near your father's bed.
Which, the bigger one or the smaller one? The bigger one, yeah. I think for once, like, it's clear how damaged Miriel is, because just being in here has him shaking and
Also,
uneasy.
there are several journals on this table right here that you did not know. You didn't notice at first until Bulger's like, "Hey, are these books yours?"
I'll look in a moment. Just give me some time. I'll move the floorboard and look under.
You see a wooden long case that held a scythe as the clear imprint, and then another case that held a rapier or needle. And they have both weapons are missing.
I
And
think,
you know where they are.
yeah. Things kind of click for me, and I set the thing back down and put the floorboard back. I'll go grab the journals and sit on the bed reading through them.
They are very old, and there are some old entries. They don't really stand out to you. They seem to be like mission reports and like just some observations, sketches of creatures. A sketch of your mother. This is your father's journal. One of them.
Yeah.
You go through it and you see entries dated about 6 months ago. No, 5.
Mm-hmm.
It is in a scrawled panic. How many years has it been? And then remarking the gap between it. How many years has it been since your mom disappeared?
Miriel was really young. He was 6 when it happened. Old enough to have some rudimentary memories of his mother and, how much better his family life was when she was around and everyone seemed happy, but young enough to not really fully understand the implications of what his father was going through at
All right,
first.
hold on. I got it here. I'm looking at my timeline. Uh, 8:26 is when your mom disappeared.
Yeah.
So that was about 29 years. And it says 30 years gone, wasted. Tricked. Can't let this happen. What have I done? And it's just like messed up pages and scrawls. Gotta get my mind back. Gotta get off this addiction. I can't believe she did this to me. Made me weak, made me foolish, made me blind. Esther is going to fucking pay. And the entries balance out. And it details, basically cliff notes for you. It details Taran getting sober. Having to go cold turkey, the sickness it brings, how his body has been affected. His life expectancy after visiting the doctor is increasingly low. He likely only has few years left to live because of the substance and alcohol abuse. That was not of his will.
That is shocking, given, how long Firbolgs live.
Yeah, if a Firbolg is living a healthy life, anyone is prone to health issues, mind you.
Yeah.
But a handful of years, give or take, and there are parts of his body that will never work the same again. It details a organ transplant, and then in more recent entries, a successful fusion of blades, and that he is going to start looking for Miriel. There's much the boy needs to learn about his origins. What happened. And most importantly, that she wants him for a darker purpose. Underlines it.
I'm willing to bet that she is Esther, not my mother, I assume.
Who's to say?
Mm.
And another one saying, I will get her back. Even if I have to swim to Kracia.
Mm.
And then it just details orders of business, going to the bank to withdraw all savings, pay off the apartment and leave it in Muriel's name, the reinstating of a will, then prepare travel, secure medication, and then it just says, find Miriel, question mark, die, question mark.
Muriel's going to just sort of set that one aside. My hands are shaking, and I'll reach for the next journal.
They're older journals with the basic, like, scouting reports, some training exercises, and things like that. There's nothing recent in these ones. But you do
Anything of note, though?
make me an investigation check.
Come on, baby. Backstory shit's happening. Give me some good rolls.
Don't roll intimidation and scare the girls away, Lapis.
Natural 20.
Hey!
And it's a
Nice.
21.
Yay!
21.
21.
21.
You find as you sift through the second journal, nothing of note. The third journal details an entry. Getting assigned my Reaper partner today. I told the higher ups I could do it on my own. If Vankrin saw potential in me, then if Vankrin and the heads saw potential in me, I can function finally without a Reaper. I hope this one knows what they're doing. Maybe I can scare them off. Another entry. Met with my partner. She's a Reaper named Eleanor. Bit of a Spitfire satyr. With Furbolg blood. She's something special. Comes straight from the Feywild. Me and her got into blows. She knocked me on my ass pretty hard. Perhaps she's worth hanging around after all. She also drank me under the table. But I hate alcohol. Another entry details... Well, you just go through. There's some just substandard stuff. Mentions training with Eleanor, hanging out with Eleanor. A lot of it becomes about Eleanor. And then sketches of a young Eleanor, hair in a bob, and this floating heart next to her. And she's just leaning there, like it's a full body portrait of her, like sitting down, her knees close to her chest, looking out at something. And she has this impressive scythe. And then her heart is floating gently next to it. Another entry. Got hit pretty hard today. These creatures aren't nothing to scoff at. Especially those shepherds. Gonna be in recovery for a while, but... Lost chunks of my face, but who cares? Eleanor was worried sick and we had a talk. Turns out we're both feeling the same way about each other. She thinks that Reaper work is too dangerous for me to be brought in on. She's decided she's going to move to the Taylor track. This means she'll be an outcast amongst the Reapers. At least for a little while. I don't know how it's gonna work, as someone who's already lost their heart getting tethered. But she wants to go steady. And I'd be damn happy to have her. Another entry speaks of getting married. And, however, it is impossible for them to have a child, as Eleanor is a Reaper, unable to bear children anymore. They speak of traveling to Vanheim to meet with an old friend named Mama. You know the rest.
Miriel I just sort of set the journals down and take off my glasses and kind of hold my head as I cry for a little bit. I probably do that for a good 5 minutes before wiping my eyes and completely ruining my eyeshadow.
You're I don't know where your mic is, but it's bringing in a lot of feedback.
It might have been my hair. I've been having mic troubles these past couple days, and I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it
just
only
like a heavy
started a couple
poof.
days ago.
Yeah.
I walk up to Muriel and just rub his back.
Yep, Baldric will pat your back as well. What's going on? What does it say?
she got him to, and put him on that track. Doesn't have much longer to live, and practically read my father and my mother's life story, and shit sucks. I don't know if even if it wasn't him fully in control, if I can forgive what happened, you know, like for 19 or more years. I'm going to be completely honest. It's hard keeping track of things when, you know, you're one, a long-lived race, and two, shit just kind of was awful for a very, very long time. And apparently she, and I'll look kind of knowingly at Oakley, has
I nod.
darker plans for me that I don't really know what that implies. I'm not going to back down from the challenge. I'm still going to show up at the gala and show that I'm not afraid, but you know, shit's dangerous. What we all do, but especially in my line of work. I'll
Well-
kind of... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, I can't speak for everyone here, but I know I will do my utmost to help you and protect you.
Baldric nods. Yeah, we're gonna knock some sense into that bitch.
I don't want to feel like I need to be protected.
Don't.
No,
Yeah,
I
you don't. But we want to.
Yeah, I want to smack the youth out of that bitch. See if it
that's
comes out like
fair.
rain in a washcloth.
It's just... I'll sort of grip at the sheets, kind of tearing my claws into it, and say, it's very, very difficult. I know I'm not the best of person. I'm trying so hard to be the hero that I needed. It's just hard not to be jaded. It's hard not to want to lash out. It's hard to remain kind. And I'm trying my damnedest not to let everything that's happened just completely make me feel like abandoning everything. I want to protect people. I want to help people, and I want to help myself. It's just... How do you go through shit like this and not be angry? How do you come
believe
out...
me.
What?
I was just gonna say, oh, believe me, I know a thing or two about being angry. Trust me.
You can be angry, but don't just lash out wildly. Use it like a tool. Focus it. You can get a lot done with focused anger.
That's fair. I don't know what to do, you know. I don't know how to feel about this, because even if he wasn't in control, even if he was being puppeted by that monster, then that still doesn't mean that I have to be happy with the hand that I was dealt. That doesn't mean that Am I awful? I don't know if I can forgive him, and he wasn't even in control. You know, like I said, a tornado was coming, and my first thought was maybe things would be better if I let him die. I was 10.
You're
10 years
entitled to your
old.
feelings.
Just don't fucking know.
You don't have to forgive everything.
I can tell you there's a lot of things I will never forgive. It's just how life is. You know, not everything is rainbows and butterflies or whatever the people say. Just make your world the way you want.
Oh,
It to
I
be.
was muted the whole time. My bad.
Oh.
Sorry.
Baldric was trying to motivate you. I was like, uh-oh. But no, Baldric looks at you and just sits down on the bigger bed. Well, my god's always talking about you don't have to forgive someone, not right away, or you don't even have to forgive them. Life and its relationships are a lot like nature. It starts off crazy. I've been through some shit myself. I understand. And you don't have to forgive them. You can just start fresh. Restart everything. What happened, happened, but it doesn't have to be the whole foundation of a new relationship.
The thing is, I don't know how long. He's got a few years at best, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to go through the pain of losing a. I don't want to go through the pain of losing him again, you know, only this time being more aware of things. You know, I was a child, I wasn't really cognizant of what was happening until I, started getting into my teens and.
I mean, you could always talk to that fancy druid Talone guy.
About.
He's like the big druid of this place. Continent, maybe he can cure him. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that is true.
We'll
Sometimes
see. I
it's
just.
better to have some memories than no memories.
Baldric kind of walks up. Oh, there's a letter in here!
Oh, God.
Oh,
Walk over and grab it.
Oh, it's in here. He left it in there.
Grab it.
well, what
Look at it.
It says Miriel.
does it say?
If you're reading this, then you came home. Stuff in the study is all yours. Also, fully purchased the apartment. It's yours to own. I left you some gold, should you need it. I'll come looking for you. Or you can try and come find me. There's a lot we need to discuss. Tarn.
I'll just take a long, deep sigh and go into the study. Poke around.
4 floorboards have been removed. There are some potions, a knife, and a bag of holding right here.
Grab the bag of holding and put everything else inside of it.
Alright. And over here are cases. Like briefcases. And you may add 100,000 gold pieces to your inventory.
Good grief.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Since you didn't put everything in the bank.
Yeah.
And you can distribute that amongst your party members or yourself as you see fit.
Just go to the
Miriel will.
Manny.
Yeah, Miriel will hold on to it for now. Not out of selfishness or anything, but just to cover
Priority.
prices as needed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's
a good
absolutely
person.
understandable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Mercy fund.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
the cases
yeah.
they're in, which you can put in the bag of holding, they prevented it from being destroyed by the arcane surge.
Sweet.
I'll sort of raise an eyebrow at that and put them in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Most likely the material.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's
while we're on the
Oh no,
Oh.
go ahead.
You go ahead. Is there
No, I
something
forgot. It was
else
in the
there?
bag of holding. You haven't opened it yet.
Okay. I'll open the bag of holding and look before I put anything in.
There are some bombs in there.
Oh.
5 Intuit charges. They're
You
all
really need
inactive.
to-
There's an outfit in here. An
Mhm.
old High Tailor uniform.
What's it look like?
Hold on.
Cassie was salivating if she could.
You know what? I'll let you decide what it looks like.
Well, I guess I'll have to draw that at some point.
Homework.
Any stats for it?
Not yet. I'm working on them.
Okay. I'll move back and I'll say
Miriel walks
we've
through the
got
wall.
Yeah. I ghost. I'm going ghost. Anyway, we've got some bombs for use for the thing tomorrow. They're in here. I'll let you two, and I'll gesture over at Cassidy and Val, look over them later. While we're dealing with dour and awful shit, let's go hit up Our Father Most Holy.
All right.
Right?
I'd rather get that out of the way.
Wait, stop walking
We're
through the
all-
walls.
Walls.
What walls?
go
I don't
ghost.
obey walls.
I
I go
don't
through
see
the door.
walls. Pure physics.
Give me 1 second. Yep, I've been sitting on that stuff since last year.
Dang.
Hooray! Trauma!
You asked for it.
I did. If I had a nickel for every time a Lapis character with an estranged father left him various goodies and large sums of money, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened
Weird.
twice.
I love that meme so much.
Irony that you make so
And then you
like
have
that.
my Dragonlance character that I have planned, whose father is just completely irredeemable. There's nothing good.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
Yes.
okay, technically Ashling's real father was, but, well, birth father, you know.
Anyways,
Yeah.
you make your way to the end of town as the church is right at the end. Kind of
Yeah. Of
the
course.
front-facing visual.
Yay.
You see a simple graveyard, and behind it, to the back, pretend there are multiple small shrines to the Light Pantheon. And you see a simple sign that says Church of the Light Pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
And a multitude of rules.
Yeah.
Oh yay! I love following rules.
Oh, do you?
No,
You? Really?
the outlaw.
Yeah. The outlaw.
I get the small sense that you might be lying.
I was being sarcastic, but if you want to call that lying, then sure.
Sarcasm is just light lying.
Or pettiness.
Alright. What do you do?
Okay.
Well,
I
shall we,
read the
folks?
fucking rules.
No
I guess we
worship
could
of the
do
Dark Pantheon, Grey Pantheon, or demi-idols permitted.
Yeah.
No substance or alcohol allowed on the premises. No inappropriate behavior, crude language, etc.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I suppose everyone here doesn't have issue with that at the moment.
No
No.
issue.
I don't
Walk
really
it.
worship any god anyway, so.
You worship a
I'll
demi-idol.
Again, I don't really I don't know.
I'll walk open the doors and with all the confidence of Fred the fish from SpongeBob, rev up those fryers, cause I am sure hungry.
The door is locked.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
And you see a
You
smaller
just run into
sign,
the door.
closed. Unless important business, knock.
I kick down the door. Like an
Miriel
outlaw.
is going to knock, though tempting as it may be to bust down the door.
Damn it, you guys are no fun. Just kidding. I don't care. Do what you need to do.
Alright, 1 second.
Oh boy.
I just know that if I kick down the door, I'll get a nat 1 and break my leg somehow.
I bet. You know what? Do it. Fucking do it.
I mean,
Do it.
can I do it?
Oakley door.
Are you certain?
No. That's why I'm asking. I don't know.
I
Should I do
just-
it? I don't think I should do it anymore.
This sounds like a horrible idea.
Oh.
While you're all discussing amongst yourselves, the door opens. Yes, what can I do for you? A
We're here
warm
to
face
speak with
turns cold, and Miriel, you recognize this individual.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kathan.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Kathan now.
Mhm.
Someone who was very loyal to Father Drennan, and an individual who you are not on good terms with.
Miriel's going to. How tall is he compared to me? Because Miriel's like 6'10".
He's a 5'11".
Short for a Firbolg. Yeah. Miriel's going to look
You
down
are
at
the normal
Kathan.
height for a Firbolg.
Oh, I thought they were more like 8 feet. My bad. Yeah.
Weird.
Miriel's gonna look down at Kathan and say, "We're here on business. We need to speak to the father, loath as I am to do so."
I highly doubt it. Father is busy with a ritual.
Well, too fucking bad. We're here on business to deal with a little threat.
Watch your language. You do have
Is
the
it-
coin. By the
is
way,
it-
you do have the coin that Aaron
Yeah,
gave
I'll
you.
flash the coin.
And as he's saying, watch your language, he sees that. Very well. I'm sure, as you are one of his favorites, this is arranged. You are allowed in. Please be sure your allies behave themselves.
I mean, we were discussing if I should kick down the door, so let's see how far that gets.
So as barbaric as the Moonborn. Understood.
You watch your attitude, and I'll watch mine there, Cupcake.
Normally wouldn't let undead inside of our temple, but seeing as you are on official business, I will tolerate that attitude. And he
Miriel
smiles.
is going to grab his needle, tilt up Kathan's chin to look at him, not with the point of the needle, but rather the hilt, and say, "Listen here. You can talk all the shit that you want about me, but perhaps you should be asking yourself, what makes you think you can talk to my friends, my family like that?"
You will put your
When
blade
I-
down, and you feel yourself instantly moving your hand down.
He's not like pointing the blade specifically. to hilt.
Regardless, you find your hands
Yeah.
moving on their own, as if
Yeah,
by
he'll do-
force.
He'll do so and just say, You can talk all the shit you want about me. You can treat me as vile as you wish. Do not take that tone with my compatriots."
Once again, language.
Oakley just lifts up his chin defiantly as they walk in, or as we
Walks
walk in.
down the aisles.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, Father Drennan is busy with a ritual that will protect this town from the dark forces. So do not waste too much of his time. He walks over here.
I can't wait for the Rite of Thorns.
No.
Yeah.
Also, Cassidy, you are feeling a little ill in this building.
Yeah, why are you even in here, Kat? Honestly, I wouldn't want to be caught dead in here.
You,
I mean, I ain't burst into flames yet, so we're good.
yeah, if you sense it is because you are undead. And this temple
Oh,
may
yeah,
have
yeah.
some minor wards to the undead. And slowly coming down the stairs, I see that things do not change as ever.
I'll just roll my eyes.
But I have been advised of your visit, and I have taken sufficient time against the ritual. And this individual walks up the steps and to the front and just stands in front of the what's the word?
Q?
You. Yep. So try not to waste my time. You all,
Believe me, I'm
you
more
all
afraid of
see
you.
this individual. You
Oh,
see
he looks
Oh.
as pleasant as he sounds.
You see a human man in his most likely 50s or 60s. 5 o'clock shadow. Like his hair is like old, like he's got that old hair parted in two sides. It's graying. He is wearing vestments. And at his side, he carries a satchel with a large tome of some magical variety. And he wears a wide-brimmed hat. And is in the vestments of a priest. This is Father Drennan, the High Priest of Greenglen, and one of the few magically inclined individuals in this.
Since neither of
Judge
us want to
Sproul
be
looking
dealing,
like-
since neither of us want to be dealing with the other, I'll keep this brief. 1, what are your plans for protecting the town? And 2, I know for a fact that you can't hold yourself in a fight, so what's this ritual that you have planned?
As curt as always. He looks at let's say Oakley.
Mm.
I am preparing our defenses. Townsfolk will come here when overnight, far from their homes, where all can be protected under the ritual that I am conducting, using the full might of the Light Pantheon. Largely, the power of Era will keep us safe. As well as some undead wards, they will not be able to enter this building so long as I stand, and so long as I focus on the sigil. And he looks to Aldrich. My plans to defend this building are with my magic, as, contrary to some belief, I am capable of defending the people and defending myself. There has not been need for it in these many years, but do not think I am some incompetent fool. I am able to protect this place.
I'll just sort of narrow my eyes at him.
You,
Won't say anything.
yep, you realize he's answering the questions to other people, not talking to you.
Yeah.
My friend asked a question.
Correct, but your friend is not welcome here. That is not because of who they are. It is because of the curse that they have been born with.
Miriel is going to sort of flip his hair back and say, You know, I've been dying to say something, kind of going over it in my head for a good long while. Dearest father, oh blessed and mighty, perhaps you should ask yourselves why you, in all of your piety and all of your devotion, do not have the light of a single one of the moons upon you, and why you think that it's your prerogative to bully a child for the way that they were born, and to kick a addict down while he was low, when you so profoundly speak of your compassion and your care for the people in this town, when the people who needed you most you cast out because you didn't like them. And at the end of the day, one of us bears the mark of a blessing and you do not.
Feel free to breathe in between your prepared speech, child.
No, I
You.
agree with it.
Know why I dislike you. But let me enlighten your friends. This one here, Miriel, is an unnatural existence. I know that he is false. He is falsely made, falsely born, and falsely blessed. Blessed by the moon that corrupts the land surrounding us, nearby. She has done nothing for this planet ever since she ascended to her moon, and continues not to serve. I ask you, Miriel,
Blessed.
what happened to Croydon, our capital city? Razed to the ground, not even protected against Theric.
Forgive my breath, father, but what's your goddamn point?
Merely,
Muriel's our friend and is gonna stay our friend no matter how he was born or what has happened in his life.
precisely, and you are welcome to make bad choices. I will not bless you or forgive you for them. That is not my place.
And yet here is my duty to protect the people of this town, my sworn oath, my prerogative, my goal is to protect everyone. And should the worst happen, should things come through that door, I'm going to be the one on the front lines. I'm going to be the one binding shit. And I'm going to be the one protecting you and him because that is my job. Because it is what I am supposed to do. Because it is my sworn duty, my sworn oath to protect people who cannot protect themselves, even if I don't believe they deserve it. Even if they have treated me as nothing but shit, it is my job to protect people. And it was
Amen to that.
just as it was your job to show compassion, and yet you did not. As I said, you kicked down the people who needed you most when we needed you most. That is not piety. That is not compassion. That is indolence. And you may be able to tell yourself that I'm fake, that I don't deserve life, that I'm some false being. I was made with love, and I was made with the choice to have. I was made with the choice that that my parents thought that I was worth living, that I was worth protecting, and that I was worthy of being in this world. And I'm not going to let you take that from me. So when shit goes down and I'm out here striking down the undead, you look to me and know that you got saved by the person you hate the most. And I can go the fuck on my merry way the moment that this is done. Because even if there are people here that hate me, I'll keep coming back whenever the fuck I see fit to say hello to the people who are kind.
He looks at his watch. Are you done?
Quite.
Good.
You
Can
continue
blast
with
this
your
guy, please.
You continue with your funny little ritual, and know this. If you try anything untoward, if I catch the slightest hint of you doing something wrong that I feel endangers the people of this town, I am at my liberty as a tailor to act as I see fit.
You seem to be mistaken about something. Oh, we'll clarify it for your fragile mind. I do not care. You think I am some holy man full of compassion. I merely do my job. I could care less about the people who live here. What they think of me, what I think of them, matters not. I do my job. I protect those that I must. I do not need your defense. I will protect myself just fine. Thank you for your concern. You may leave this temple. We do not need you here. Protect the town as you see fit.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town. And I'll strut away, making sure my heel clicks are as loud as they possibly can be. Not a stomp, not some sort of angry child, just deliberately letting my the sound of my stilettos echo through this hall.
And thank you, Miriel, for
by
wasting
the
my
way,
time.
Oh, I'm so
I
glad
hope the
that I
Harbingers
did.
come for you first. I hope the Harbingers come for you first. Fucking asshole. I hate churches.
He'll just watch.
Come on, Cass.
I had to stand there for a solid minute, just staring at him.
He stares back at you. He does not blink.
Do I get an undead vibe from him, or not?
Make me an insight check.
Would Miriel have gotten an undead vibe due to Mist line?
No.
Do I get
This is
straight roll?
specific to Cassidy. Roll me advantage.
Please roll high.
15. Come into Whispers with me for a moment.
Ooh!
Oh,
Hi!
Hi, Hakura.
What were you talking about this time?
Serna.
I have not closed the Cerna pop-up.
and how much cat is a simp?
Goddamn
I have
simp.
issues.
Affectionately. In parentheses. Affectionate.
Affectionate.
Walk by. shoulder
Kathan
check,
will-
Kath.
Kathan will look at you and nod. And he'll just sit there. I'll just like, well, this guy's a prick. Let's go. By the
Looks
way,
to the father.
And please.
he nods at you
Pull out the door.
knowingly.
I'll see you real soon, father.
Nods. You all make your way
I can't-
outside on the porch. Baldric's like, man, that guy was a dick. Now I don't feel bad for stealing from the donation box.
That was.
And he
My
pulls out
man.
Wait,
a pouch
what?
full of 1,000 gold.
Oh
My
wow.
man.
We should
I-
maybe give that back to the people.
Yeah, we'll
Oh.
We'll make sure it's for distribution, not of the church, but of the people.
You good
To the
there,
people.
Cass?
To the people.
Oh, I'm
Good to the people.
fucking peachy.
Okay, fine. If it's to the people, then sure.
Yeah, you were staring
we're
at him for a
giving-
while. Were you having a staring contest?
A little bit.
Did
Well,
you
if you
sense
found
anything?
out it, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that what Oakley said.
Not quite sure yet. Gonna have a
Mm.
little friendly chat with him later, and we'll see where that goes.
Do you need me to sneak in?
I might have you nearby, but not in just yet.
We'll see. Well, I guess that just leaves the mage. Oh, and also
The doctor.
the doctor. Let's visit her next. She's approachable. I like her well enough.
Right. And then we'll start a cliffhanger from there. I'm gonna move you there. Stop moving! Ugh.
I
Oh,
can't
sorry,
help
God.
it.
Stop it.
Oh,
A cliff
We wanna
hit-
go. We're hyped
a
up on
cliffhanger?
Forced to have
Hanger?
it.
Damn, we're getting to the end already?
Yeah, I said we were going
We
a little
hang
longer than
something on a cliff?
usual.
Wee.
Wee.
Wait.
You arrive to the Nephrin Clinic. And you see a symbol that, Miriel, you would recognize, but everyone else can make me a religion check.
Religion. We've established that I love religion.
Rub, rub, wiggle, 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 rub. Religion.
Oof.
I
Zero
got him.
top of what I can-
Yeah, Nate,
Zero
that's
high where it
about-
counted.
Yep, that's about right. I told you I love religion.
Miriel would know this, and Kat, you would
Yeah.
recognize this symbol. This is of a cleric domain, the Medicia domain. A very rare order of clerics that provide different ways of using their clerical power, such as enhancements.
Uh-oh, Raggy.
Interesting.
Yeah, every now and then I get spam emails about enhancements.
Stop. No. Stop living.
Take me off your spending register.
No. I open the door.
Yep, you open it. There are a few individuals in here. A lot of fighters, a lot of warriors. But they're not important enough to get tokens.
A lot of dudes.
Yep, some of them bear the insignia of the Watchers, and some of them are blood hunters with the Ghost Slayer sigil on their arm, like their shoulders and their coats.
Yeah.
Some of them are really messed up. You peek into another room, there's like someone just laying there, like unconscious, unresponsive. But coming out, you see walking out with an entire ass arm over her shoulder like a knapsack. You see this individual, a half-elf woman, definitely older.
Oh.
Poofy hair, little bandana on her head. She's wearing gloves, and she has like her apron is covered in blood. She wears a dress underneath it, and she has all sorts of surgical implements and a hacksaw. And she looks at you all. Oh, hello there. Oh, Miriel, darling, welcome, welcome. Everyone's here, and you're not injured. What now? What can
Yep.
Dr. Nethrin do for you? And that's where we're gonna end the
Oh.
session.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Woo!
she was cute, but then I saw the blood and I was like, oh wait, never mind.
She's
No,
a
it's so
cute,
cute.
she's a cute half-elf
She's so
aunt.
cute, but like the blood and a little bit
She's a
unsettling.
she's a nice lady. She's just a little unhinged.
Unhinged.
She's the only
Just a
doctor
little.
here. This is what you get.
Yeah.
I love me
Oh.
that over
Dr. Barber.
Yep.
Deep
Wait
cut.
until you actually go speak with the barber.
Oh boy.
She's lovely.
What
Um,
they really wanted was surgery.
but yeah, we will pick up there on the 26th of September.
Woo!
Yeah, no, welcome to Greenglen. Shit's boring here.
Right,
You
kid, this
say
is a
that.
ball.
A good town
don't-
motto.
You say that.
It's boring here.
It's,
Counterpoint. Literally everyone.
well, interesting
Counterpoint.
people, shitty the quality of life here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll pick
We
up
got-
there in 2 weeks.
We got cows and we got sky squids.
You do not have any sky squids.
Check out Null Memes to see the thing we talked about like way back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep, that's correct.
All right. I'm gonna head on out. Y'all have a good
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
See
too.
ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.